Yo guys, the day is here. We've been waiting for it for a couple days now, and we finally get to see the new update to Team of the Year. Obviously there's not going to be any event updates or anything like that, but those will all stay the same. But as you can see in just the description, prevent 50 yards with Team of the Year Master Kam Chancellor. Some people are speculating about Kam Chancellor, even Khalil Mack, a couple other people. But now we know it's Khalil Mack. And we're going to check him out, see how he is, what do you got to do him, things like that. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's basically the same as getting the offensive Team of the Year Master. You just got to get 9 elite players. Yeah, people are complaining about these elite players. They're not very good. They're not really team of the year status with their low overalls and things. I agree. But these players, this Julio Jones, pretty sweet. I've said it before. If you can get him, definitely get him. He's amazing. I definitely think he's going to be good. Also, I mentioned after looking at this Julio Jones card, how I pointed out the symbols of these elite players, and I told you guys that beware that the elites from the Julio Jones the offensive elite players will not work for the defensive. That was only speculation when I said it, but as you can see now, it's true. Only the defensive elite players will be able to be used for Kam Chancellor. So unfortunately, if you've been stocking up on those elite players before today, you can only use them on Julio Jones. That kind of sucks, but it's not that big of a deal. I've only managed to get 2 elites by now. I got who do I have actually? Oh, I didn't want to go in league. I always go into league. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, I got David Johnson. I forgot about him. He was pretty sweet. He's my first offensive, and literally today when it came out, I was able to snag probably about an hour, probably about 9 o'clock after it came out, I was able to snag Aqib Talib. He's pretty good. I was trying to put him up for a high price on the auction, see if I could get anything out of him. Pretty sure his, what's it called, his thing went down by now. Let's just check it. Yeah, he's way down now. He's at 100K. I was mostly trying to make money off of it so I could just snag more gold players. I was trying to get at least over 200K, so that way if I bought 20 gold players to get another elite, it would be basically even at that point. So I was putting them off for what, like 250? I was originally putting them up for 300K. Now I'm putting them up for 250. I still want to make enough money so that if I do buy a bunch of gold players for about 10K each at the max, I don't usually try to go any more than that. And then even that's pushing it. Yesterday you guys saw that I got a gold player for about like 2,000 something. If you try hard enough, it'll pay off, even though that time I didn't really try at all. But I mean, gold player prices have gone up a little bit since this came out, unfortunately, so I had to pull a couple guys for about 9K today, just so I could get that, like, Aqib Talib, but it wasn't too bad. I got a couple guys I could throw in right now. I'm not really sure what I'm going to go for at this point, unfortunately. What's it called? If you, there's only a week, unfortunately, for these 2 players. It's not really that much time, so you guys kind of have to keep on top of it. If you're trying to get both, I can guarantee you're probably going to either need to use money for it in some way, shape, or form. If you're trying to do it with stamina, you definitely will. If you're trying to buy gold players just to upgrade, you're going to need a lot of coins. I mean, what is it, 9 players at 20 each? You're going to need almost you're almost gonna need 200 gold players just to get. You need 180 gold players just to get one of these masters. So that's not really ideal for most people. That's a lot of money, and yeah, I don't know about that. So, I mean, I have probably about 550 after buying this, 560k. I could buy maybe I could get 3 golds or 3 elites right now, but if I bought a bunch of gold players, it's not really worth it at that point. I'm not going to waste all my money on that. Yeah, they're really sweet players. I'll try and get one as far as I can. I kind of wish I'd just stuck with the offensive at this point, since I already had one, but that's no big deal. Let's check out his stats. So he's got a sweet 893 speed. It's a really fast defensive back. Strength I thought would be a lot higher. He's a hard-hitting dude, so I was expecting a lot more out of that. Agility, not bad. Acceleration. His awareness is 93. That's amazing. His tackling is 90. He's a sweet tackler in real life. Man defense, yeah, he's a little bit worse in real life. Zone, 90. Pursuit, 89. So he's got some pretty solid stats. Personally, I think Julio might be a little bit better with his stats. He's got a lot more higher stats, a lot more high 90 stats. So, personally, I think he's a little bit better. Some people already have stuff like Deion Sanders, so they don't really need Julio Jones. But depends on what you got. I didn't end up getting Deion Sanders, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm sorry, Bill, I can't let you stream on my account. I don't really know how that would even work in the first place, but I'm just gonna stick to this on my own, unfortunately. But yeah, getting those gold players can be a real hassle. I mean, me personally, at I think 37 stamina, I mean, I could get 5 of them. I mean, I could get 6 of them or 7 of them, and oh no, not gold players. I could get 7 collectibles, in turn giving me 2 gold players, which is not very much at all, unfortunately. I could do so now just to waste some time on it, get some gameplay in. But I mean, personally, just based off of stats, I think Julio Jones is definitely the better person to no, Bill, and you're also going to be banned now, so thank you for trying to scam me, so you can go fuck off now. Yeah, depending on what you need, obviously. Wow, I'm actually going to lose this one. People distracting me and shit. It depends on what you need, obviously, but I think Julio Jones is definitely the better of the two. It's just, I just don't know if you guys need it or not. Well, don't go around trying to scam people if you don't want me to ban you, dude. Like, that's not cool. Yeah, Cam's a sweet player. I mean, he had a much better card last year. He had the, what was it? The one where he had to trade in, like, all those silver trophies and players and things like. He was, like, the silver medal player. He was pretty sweet. He was definitely much better in that game. This game, his Team of the Year card isn't very good. Obviously, it's different promos, but that's not really. It's not really comparable. He was so much better last year, and then I highly doubt they're going to give him another card after they just gave him this one. And sorry, guys, I can't really be giving away free stuff like that right now, unfortunately. I'm also trying to get the Team of the Year stuff myself. If I was like some of the other streamers and made money off of this stuff, I would gladly start giving you guys some packs and some coins and things. But until I can kind of get up there myself and get all these coins and players, I can't really do too many. Once all these promos start going away, I'll be able to have a lot more money and start doing some giveaways, so stay tuned for that in the coming weeks. But that's something I definitely want to start getting getting off on this channel so I can start doing some giveaways for you guys and give back to the people that have been watching me. But yeah, I'm just trying to get all these right now, get a couple gold players. Also, speaking of Team of the Week packs that you guys were waiting for, I'm not really rich, dude. 550k isn't really that much when these packs are 75. Also, just saying, the Team of the Year packs 100% are not worth it. Like, that's another reason I don't really want to give those away. It's just really a ripoff. People don't pull many elites in them, and you're paying 75k for 4 gold players. That's not worth it at all. I've had better luck pack pull in pro packs when it comes to this event. So trust me, the Team of the Year packs are not really worth it in this case. But I don't know. The packs in this game in general aren't very good, but I just don't trust the Team of the Year packs for this. I haven't seen, and nobody in my league only one person actually in my league has pulled an elite from the Team of the Year packs, and I know a couple people that have what's it called, been pulling a bunch of them over and over again. So it's just not too big of a thing that you guys should kind of lean on. You're better off trying to snipe the gold players to get an elite. I mean, you could spend, maybe, depending on how many golds you need, maybe buy like 10 golds and then play for the rest of them, and you'll be much better off than trying to hope on your pack luck for a Team of the Year pack. What is this thing over? I thought I only had like 5 or 6. Unless I haven't done that many yet, I don't know. Not really paying attention too much. But, oh, there we go. I mean, I could trade some of these in now, get these gold players, luckily. I mean, I only have 4 right now since I just got a Aqib Talib before for one of the defensive players. I might just try and sell them off for maybe over 100 and try and buy me some more gold players so I can get better offensive players, or even just outright buy a offensive player, because as you guys saw before, they're really cheap. Some of them, actually no, I didn't show that before. Now that I think about it, I was looking at it before and they were pretty cheap. Some of them were going for under 100k, which would be much cheaper than buying those golds, but it depends on what you're looking for. Right now is kind of the time to buy some players. You'll probably get them for about 100k if you go for the lower end ones. You don't want to go for the high overalls unless you want them for your team, because it's obviously not worth it, because they're going to be a lot more. Especially like the David Johnson I saw was going for a pretty good amount. Let's check it out right now just to kind of see what's going on in terms of these prices. I mean, yeah, you see a 90 there, 200. Then you got these really high. Well, that's Julio Jones. That's a different story. But some of these guys, the higher overalls or the better positional players are going for a lot. And obviously, QB is going to go for a lot more. I don't know why that offensive tackle. These guys really need to chill on this group me. I hate group chats. But fullback's going pretty low. And then it's very random across the board for the most part, but you could probably get one for at least like 100k if you just kind of look around a little bit. Even Mike Evans, he's a pretty good pickup, and you can get him for under 100k. So even if you want him on your team, that's not bad. If you don't have Gronk or any of the other guys, Eifert, he's not a bad tight end. But I mean, I wouldn't waste my money on these guys to actually buy. Actually, if I could get this guy for 50k, I will gladly get him. I'll put a bid on him. You too. I'll go for anything under 70k, just to see if it happens. But I mean, I'm not going to sit on these. I'm just going to kind of hope it happens. It's probably not going to happen. But this is for the packs, so a lot of these also, you notice, are the offensive players, not the defensive. they're kind of hard to find in the auctions right now since obviously it just came out. So, got to be kind of patient with those or search them up. Here's some defensive ones. They're going for a pretty good amount of money. Actually, not really. They're about the same. But yeah, that's my suggestion at least for the coming days, since the elites have definitely gone down in price. It actually, now that I think about it, would be cheaper than buying any golds at all, honestly. Right now, I could buy 5 elites versus buying a whole bunch of gold players, which would cost me more, and I'd only get like 4 elites out of it. So, or 3 actually. So it's not really worth it. I'd rather, you should just go for the elites right away, since they're so low right now. Now's the time to buy. They'll probably go down a little bit more and then head their way back up for the last like 3 days of the promo. So watch out for that. I'm done with him since he just went up to 90k, because people got to be assholes like that. But yeah, it's definitely much better if you ask me. I'll just let those sit for a little bit. But overall, I mean, get the gold players anyway from the live events. That way, at least you're going to get 1 or 2 more. 2 more elites just from the live events over the coming days. And it'll keep you from having to buy more. I mean, try not to buy players as much as possible, because you don't want to be running on empty during the season, especially around Super Bowl time. So there's probably going to be a Super Bowl promo. So you don't want to waste everything. But it's definitely a big time of year, so try and keep your money as much as possible. Oh, I didn't want to hit that. Let's go back to the auctions real quick. And I'll do that one, why not? I mean, like, if I could get the... Oh, he just went up a lot. If I could get one of them for under 75, that's a steal in itself. I mean, you gotta work at it a little bit. Sometimes people just end up giving up. And then, whatever, you'll get it. That's what happened to me yesterday when I got that gold for like 2,000. All of them were going for like 4,500 or higher. So, whatever, that's a steal for me. You just gotta work at it a little bit. Now I'm just doing this because I don't know why, but I just wanted the collectible and whatever. And actually, one of my friends got an elite team of the week from the Pro Pack that they got from these daily warm-ups. So just goes to show you that Pro Pack's still one of the best ways to go. Even if packs in general are just the worst. So, let's see. Oh, I didn't want to do sets. Yeah, he went up way too much. Even these 2 guys are up a little much. But yeah, I think you guys get the basic idea. Try and get him for under 100. I'm not trying to go very high right now. I'm going to wait until a little bit later. Maybe tomorrow or the day after to try and go for him. Otherwise, just try and grind that live event. Don't buy gold players if you can. Just go after the elites, if anything, because they're pretty cheap right now. And just keep on it. Try and go for... I recommend Julio again. He seems a little bit better than Chancellor. Some people need more defensive players more than offense, especially with Dion. If people got Dion, I'd definitely go for Chancellor then. But overall, I think that's basically it. And sorry, Taz, you asked me yesterday if I wanted to be in a league. I can't leave my guys like that, unfortunately. But otherwise, I think that's basically it for today. Not really too much for today. I just wanted to explain the event to you guys like I did the other day, since some of you guys seem to like that. And hopefully everything goes good with this event. I want to at least get one of the elite players. So hopefully that ends up working out too. But once again, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you like this and want to see more content like this. And I will see you guys in a day or two.